Somebody forgot to turn the audio on, Bill. Not the microphones, but the actual audio for the music. So you'd have to sing along, do that sort of thing. If you could, be better. That was that was that was for the. No, I'm not going to say that because it might come out wrong. Good evening, everyone. Welcome. I've just pinned the thing up there. I'm begging for subscribers for my other channel because I just can't get any. So if you'd like to, if you're not already over there, if you could just pop over and give me a sub. You know, I'm trying to get to 3 million. I'm about 3 million off at the minute.
Yeah, well, no, you're at least 20 less than 3 million.
386. Good evening, Addy. We've got Addy tuning in. Bless him.
Yeah.
It's the. Have you noticed how they've moved the love art?
The love art.
Yeah. At the bottom of the chat, they've moved it. Have they not done it on yours? Eh?
No, it's on mine. It's still there. The heart is right there. So, yeah.
We're allowed to gift 5 members today, so there we go. Tommy V's back. He came in last time.
Right
Spanner had disappeared.
CC Coil's got one.
I thought he already had one.
No.
AGB's got one. Simon Townend.
Simon Townend. Yeah.
How many is that? Is that 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Who else got one?
There's Mick's.
Yeah, that's me. I've actually pinned it at the top.
There.
I can only see 4 there. I reckon they've done us for one.
CC Coils. Davido, Rambo.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. It's because he's blue, isn't it? Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, Coils is blue.
So AGB's got one, yeah. It'd be nice if you'd give Addy one, wouldn't it? Because I don't know who Tabitha is. It's probably one of those.
It's a cat, I believe. No, that was Tabitha, wasn't. That was the.
But it was the lady, wasn't it? Yeah, it was the lady, not the cat.
One that was on Bewitched. Yeah, that was.
Yeah,
what was her name?
Let me just go down here and before we get, because we've got 33,000 in already, and you know it just gets 20. A bit. How does it? All right, we're not very popular today. Then somebody else must be on. Good evening, Gary Foster. Nice to see you, mate. Good evening, Bill. We love you. Good evening, Neil Pitts. Nice to see you. Good evening, Cloud Chucker. We love you. Billy Lily Lee. We love you too. Good evening. Good evening from Lizzie from Legio X. We love you. Done Billy Lee. Done Cloud Chucker. Good evening, Addy Tooney. Lovely to see you. You always know you've gone somewhere in life when Addy Tooney comes into your chat. Chris from Legio X. Good evening to you. Good evening, Garrett. Nice to see you. And good evening to the real Tommy V. Pop over and follow Tommy V, especially if you're into greener products. You'll probably really enjoy it over there with him. And good evening, Vapor Bunny. Lovely to see you. And we love you, one of our members. So that's it. That's all we've got. Somebody's stolen all the rest. Hopefully they'll pop in. It seems to have been a... Oh, yeah? Oh, nice. Yeah. I'm going to end up talking to myself. You might be better off. You'd be better off going away and switching the router off and coming back. It might give it a chance.
I don't know, but I am every now and then. We'll see what happens.
See what happens. There's nothing worse than a dodgy bloody thing.
Touch anything, I'll be all right, maybe.
So I did a little thing on my other channel today about if you've, when you first start streaming and what to use on different things. So I quite enjoyed doing that. And I did a live stream off my phone the other day. 75 people watched it, so that was quite good, I thought.
Just you having lunch, yeah.
I didn't think it out, though. I didn't really think it out, did I? Because I decided to have a packet of crisps. Don't eat crisps.
Eat on YouTube.
Yeah, especially crisps, because when you listen back to it, don't have rattled crisps. Should have had something a lot softer than that.
Yeah.
Probably chewy chocolate or something like that. It seems pretty quiet out there today. Where is everybody? Is something good on the telly?
It's nice outside. That's the reason.
Only in where you live.
Yeah, it would be 24 euros temp, 76 mine. So it's a nice day.
It's not here. It's 6 degrees and raining and dark as well, obviously. Because it's
not dark.
9 o'clock at night.
I got to. Well, now, matter of fact, we got over 2 hours left of daylight.
Wow, we've got we're getting round to about 5:30 in the evening now before it.
It's kept coming up after 6 for us, and I think we spring forward maybe next Sunday. I'm not sure. It'll be soon within a week.
Ours is last day of March.
Ours is usually the first Sunday in March or the second, somewhere in there. Wish they'd just stop it, but they keep saying they're going to, and then they don't.
That's 73 in Buffalo, New York.
They have to say yes or no.
I don't think they're ever going to do it.
Same here, Addy. It is nice.
73.
I went on a little golfing adventure, so yeah.
Yeah, blue sky and sun, we had that, but it's been particularly cold in the house. It's always raining in Northern Ireland, Bunny. Apart from the day I went, it was gorgeous. I can't remember what time of year it was. It was about this time, I think, when I went to Northern Ireland. I only went for the day, so I didn't have a chance to pop round. But what a beautiful... I did a video about it as well, and it's just beautiful as you're sailing into the port in Belfast. What a pretty beautiful place. It's. I would like to go back. I've said to Sue I'd like to go back and have a tour around. We could stay at Bunny's for a week. It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Free.
Yeah.
Hey, are you having a vape, Bill? What are you having a vape on?
Free vape gear.
Yeah, get free vape. Free shit.
I'm
free
on
shit.
the Garbiter twice. I'm on the Garbiter here, the Garbiter there. This one's got strawberry cheesecake custard in it. And this one's got salted caramel. And then I am also on the P-Tank on the Legend 2 or whatever it's called. And in that one, I've got vanilla custard.
I've been ordering again today. Last night I got home. I've listened to Benny's and there was a bit of doom and gloom, so I went on and ordered another litre of Nick's, and now I've got 2.5 litres. And then a bit later on, I ain't been drinking, so I was a bit later on, I was stuck for something to do, and I started looking through Rainbow Vapes. Click. I put a photo in our chat. A lot of them are out of date, so they're 50ml for £2.50, so I thought I'm having some of them. So I've got some nice stuff.
You were probably in Zoom with Net Reality, and
I came out of there pretty early. I've got that, but I can't remember what it's called. Yeah. Bunny won one of these in our competition. Can you remember?
It's a Voopoo something.
It's definitely a Voopoo. It says it all over the place, but Bunny will tell.
Yeah.
And that's that mouth to lung tank, which I've finally wicked to perfection, which is Alblique 2. And that is a good tank. It really is a good tank. I've got 2 of them. And I just screwed it on there.
This has got the coils in it that I got from Timothy's Coils.
Oh, Tim's Coils? Did you manage to get 2 in? Oh, Timothy's Coils.
Yeah, the ones where I scrapey, burny.
Yeah.
Whipped off. Yeah, I put in another one, and I got it to work fine, and so now I've got them in. They're aliens.
Yeah.
And really good flavor. I'm liking them.
They taste a lot better than those that John never sent you. Believe in yourself.
No, I don't think
We love you.
It's hard to say because the ones that I have from John, I've had for a long time now, and they're starting to get a little.
No, I didn't mean them. I mean the ones that you didn't get from John.
Oh, yeah, well, the ones I didn't get, yeah. But the ones I got from John, I've had for a long time, and they've got a little dark, and I've scraped and done and scrapey and whatever else.
Too much
scrapey them for a while. But they're still working great. I mean, that's the thing, you know.
It's the Voopoo Alpha Zip Mini with Oblique 2 on the top with some Posh Vape Jew in there. That's all I'm on tonight, Posh Vape Jew. And I was, yeah, Posh Vape Jew. This one is the Cranberry Shock. You will focus. You will focus at some point.
Give you a shock?
Yeah, the shock is just, it's a Mullenberry liquid.
I see CS, but I don't see what that is below it. Okay.
The labels are much better than Amatorium, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I mean, CS makes a lot of sense for that, you know.
Cranberry
shit, yeah. Oh, shock.
I found this. At the time when I made the other strawberry custard donut, I'd forgotten I actually made a spare 60 mils, and I was having a root about, and there it was. So that's like a bonus because it's been made since the 20th of November, so it's lovely. And that's in. I've found this again. I found it so easy to wick now, and I don't know why I suffered with wicking it for so long, to be honest. I always used to get a mouthful of juice every time I filled it up.
Which one is that one? Is that the Dead Rabbit?
Dead Rabbit V2. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Dead Rabbit V2. I don't have one wicked up right now, but I've always liked that one. I've always found it pretty easy to wick as well.
Set of 0.1 aliens from John over at Proper Coils. And while we're on the subject of coils, we also got a sponsor, Mr. CC Coils. And if you use Bill 10,
I got to get some.
You got to go over to
pop on Facebook. I found it on Facebook the other day, but I didn't. Once I found it in there, I didn't have time to really go and do anything. I got summons.
Yeah. He's probably here somewhere, or he will be at some point this evening. He usually pops in to say hello, unless he's busy. And so if you pop over there and put Bill 10
in. Got a membership, so.
Well, they ought to be then, doesn't he? Really?
Maybe it just goes down to anybody that subbed, whether they're here or not.
I think that's what it is. Because I'm not sure who Tabitha is, to be honest. Tabitha maybe
like. I told you, she was on Bewitched.
I'm not sure it's the same one.
You don't think?
Yeah. No. Edgy B's not here either.
If there's a Darren right below her, then, because that was her husband's name was Darren.
Darren? Remember that.
Yes. Yeah. Did you all get Bewitched over there?
We did. She was gorgeous.
The TV show?
Yeah.
What was her actual name? Samantha? No, her
Samantha, wasn't it?
Was her name? Samantha was her name on the show, or that was her?
I don't
remember, but Tabitha was one of them. Or Tabitha may have been a cat. Hell, I don't know.
I don't know. Was Tabitha a witch name? And then I think they called her Samantha in real life. She was a pretty lady, wasn't she?
Yeah.
What was the other one as well? There was another one, wasn't they? Can't think who that was.
I Dream of Jeannie.
Yeah.
Barbara Eden, wasn't it? Yeah.
There was another one much younger than
that.
The
other one was Barbara Feldon, who was on Get Smart.
Don't remember.
Was Agent 99.
I don't remember her. Yeah, that's right. We're the same. We got most of the US stuff. The only thing is we didn't get as many adverts.
Elizabeth Montgomery, that's it. Yep. Addie knows everything.
I thought Cloud
So was Tabitha her name Tyler? In the show, Addie?
The show was called Tabitha. It might have been the cat.
One of them was Tabitha. I remember one of the witches was a Tabitha. That's all I remember. Yeah. Liz Montgomery, she lived 2 towns from me. Her dad was a fabulous, fabulous man. He was the director of many
movies.
Yes, yeah. The heart had it covered up.
Oh, there you go. Congratulations. We love you, Edgy B.
Yep. Edgy, yeah.
Edgy.
You are now a member. We love you.
You are now a fully paid up member for a month. If you want to be a fully paid up member.
We didn't care for you at all before this, and now we love you. Look at that. That can happen to any of you.
Simon Townend gets one every month, I think. Somebody else does it all. I can't think who it is. Bunny bought her own because she was sick of getting free ones, so she bought her own. What would we like to know?
Their daughter was Tabitha. Okay, that's
I see.
I knew there was a Tabitha.
It's a good job we've got some wholesome people in. There you go, Cloud Chucker. We already know the answer now.
Thank goodness for the real Tommy and for Addie Tooney, because Thank God there's some older individuals still alive in the world who can remind me of what the hell things are.
It did used to be a bunny, yeah, but somebody else has took your crown now, and I can't think of that. I think CC Coles gets one on a regular basis as well. Anyway, Sue popped for a sleep this afternoon. I said, it's all right, because we were having fish and chips, but they're only put in the oven, fish and chips. I said, when you wait, when you get up, I said, I've already cooked your tea for you. So I heard her get up, and I woke up. So, and she said, I said to the cat, I can't smell anything cooking. She shouts downstairs, have you just woke up? I went, yep. I don't know. It's an age thing.
Yeah, it is.
Vapor Bunny also stocks CC coils. And Rambo, good evening.
So Rambo
got one as well.
He's one of the new members.
Yeah, we love you. I didn't know Rambo had got one.
Yep.
How cool is that? Yeah, on my screen, I don't know why it's not on your screen, whether it's just on the... I went on Benny's last night, and they've actually moved that. Bloody love that. So it's probably only for the people...
Now, see, mine is still right down on the bottom, so I'm kind of behind right now. I haven't really been around a lot, so maybe that's what it is.
You need to complain about it bitterly, and I think they must listen to us.
I don't think they really like me a whole lot.
No, probably not.
Did you watch?
I've just thought of something. It's probably only for premium customers.
It might be.
You
I don't think they like me a whole lot. Did you watch that thing I put in the chat the other day about the guy that was trying to make the pizza but with power tools?
I watched it.
He had the handheld cement mixer. He's got a bowl down there, and he's up here with this thing trying to get the. And his brother's there with him, and they're using it. And they used a table saw, a small table saw, to try to cut the pepperoni. And then they couldn't get it to work right on that, so they ended up with a sawzall. Now they're trying to cut the pepperoni with the sawzall.
Who was it? Tyler Tube.
The Tyler guy that does the Tyler Tube that does all this. Yeah, his brother was there. And so he's like, we're going to make a pizza, but we're only going to use power tools. And so they're pulling all this shit out. It's hilarious, man.
I think sometimes I love stuff like that. That's the sort of thing I would watch because I like him anyway.
I wasn't even on the stuff, and I was laughing like crazy. I mean, I was just laughing my ass off.
I like him anyway. I just like his attitude to life. Is pretty, absolutely brilliant. Good evening, Ben M. Nice to see you.
Yeah, because if he can't break it, he'll try to find some other way to break it. It's like, well, that didn't work. Let's try a bigger hammer. Shoot a cement block.
I would, to be honest, I could really get into that sort of lifestyle, doing what he does, just filming and making videos like that and making a reasonable living at it.
He's got a ton of stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he'll be making some serious money.
But he puts out stuff. I mean, but he buys some. I mean, shit, he bought that handheld mower deal there where he had the control with the tracks on the side of it that goes up and down hills. That sucker, I think he said it was like $5,000. Yeah,
it must come out of YouTube earnings, wouldn't it? Really, to be able to afford something like that, you wouldn't just do that for a laugh.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's basically has probably made enough that he can just go out and just keep purchasing shit on whatever.
Well, what you got to work out is how much did he make on the video for the thing that he did?
Yeah. He didn't make that much.
No.
I don't think. Well, it depends. I know I watched the one video. The guy said he had, I think around 200,000 views, 250,000 views, and he made about $800.
Did he?
But I think it was about a 15-minute video. So it also depends on how long they are and how many commercials you can get popped in there or whatever else to a degree. And
they've got to be at least 7 minutes long to actually get anything on them at all because they can't put adverts on anything less than 7 minutes, I think it is. It's quite an interesting thing, really. I did a quick ready reckon, and the videos I've got paid for, which have come up in the end, it works out about £1 per 1,000. But they've been long, it's been a long time for him to... The ones I really wanted to be putting on the Vape Show channel were I've got some 25,000 views with the card machines. But I changed it. I put them over onto the vape channel, and they've not done any good whatsoever. No. There was just one of them. If they're already on another channel and you move them, they don't seem to do any good.
No.
And I did one for the other card machine that I've got, and that's only got like 150
what a lot of people
views.
end up doing is they just go on TikTok, find some short on TikTok. It's got a ton of views, and then they just post that same short on YouTube.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you mirror the video as well, they can't get you for copyright.
Yeah.
So TikTok's all right, but I don't know. I prefer YouTube. I'll be really honest.
Never been on TikTok.
Well, originally when it first started, it just seemed a bit. All you ever saw was it was a bit. It felt a bit awkward. Kids dancing, and then all of a sudden they realised what was going on, so they separated it. So if you're a kid on TikTok, you'll be on a different TikTok to what the adults are on. Basically, adults won't be able to view you.
What's going on?
JBJ, good evening.
Ben M.
The first time we went to the guest for a while. Oh, yeah, but one of the weeks you weren't here.
Yeah, Benny.
Benny was here. Yeah, Benny took it over.
I keep missing Benny. I haven't been on the Wednesday show in a while.
You need to get yourself on there. I might be on there soon. Sue's Oasis.
We'll move our time back because the golf course I play at right now don't open till 10, and they'll start opening at 8 here sometime this month, probably. I think. And once they do that, then you can get out to golf earlier. So then you get done at 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and I'm home in time, and I can,
So you'll be able to pop on.
In the wintertime, like today, we don't start till 11.
Yeah.
And then you're looking at, you're playing, well, like today, it's scramble format. So we had, 38 people or whatever it was. And so you're drawing teams. You get on a team, you get on a slow one. It's going to take you 4 hours. So it's going to be 3 o'clock before you're done. Then I got to get in the car. It's a half an hour drive here. I get back home at 3:30. The show starts at 4.
Yeah.
So I got like a half hour to try to, if I can get done in time. And on Wednesday, it even rolls back a little farther. We don't do the scramble, but you get caught out in amongst other people. And a lot of times I just don't get home.
The other thing is, if that's what you do, that's what you do, isn't it, really?
And this Wednesday,
good morning.
This Wednesday, I've got my internet changing, and they're coming between 3 and 5. So, and the show's on at 4. So I doubt whether I'll make this Wednesday.
What do they have to do? Do they just plug the box in and clear it off?
Well, technically, they shouldn't have to do a lot. I had them a couple 3 years ago, so the line should already be ran and everything else, and all they're going to have to do is just come in and connect up the Wi-Fi and shit like that. But the line should all still be in place. I haven't done anything with them.
So it's a different line?
It's a different company. Yeah, this is, totally different. And whenever a different company comes in, they have to run everything in on their own stuff. They can't run it off another line off another company.
See, most of ours,
what a lot of them will do is they'll go under your house because they got to run all the shit up in. And while they're there, if anybody else has lines that are already there, just to make it more difficult, if they come back to redo your stuff, they'll cut the lines under your house, so they have to redo the whole thing. It's
bit of sabotage.
They do. They literally sabotage it. I've had a guy come here one time, and I was like, all the stuff's in place, and he's like, I got under there, and somebody's cut all the lines. I was like, well, it had to be the damn guy that came in from the place that I switched to, because and then so it's like, well, fuck them, then I'll cut their lines. So
which is actually bad for you, really, isn't it? Because you've got to then wait for it to do it all. Yeah, it'd be better if you didn't do it.
And it's just, you're not really messing with the company. It's this other guy that's got the same job you do that does the same thing. He just works for, so you're just basically, he's a brother. I mean, to a certain degree.
Yeah, it's a bit like me stealing other people's cab fares. I don't do it.
Yeah.
You just don't do it. That's it. You wouldn't lower yourself.
It's not even so much stealing their cab fares, but sabotaging their cab fares.
That's Yeah, we have one Asian driver, and somebody came to me one day and said, how much to so-and-so? And I told him, and he said, oh, right, okay. And he went and got in the one behind, which was the Asian driver. And he came straight back. It was 2 days later or so. I went, Mick, I said, what's up? I said, I'm sorry about the other night. I said, what about? He says, well, that guy got in with me. He says, I charged him the same as what you were going to. I said, well, no, you did. But I said, it don't matter. We're bad at language. Even if you didn't, there's nothing to do with me. That's up to you what you do. But, it's your fault if you're not charging enough. But he was real apologetic. He says, I won't steal a fare. If I said, no, you won't. It don't matter, does it?
You're scary, so the guy doesn't get in the cab with you.
But you get them sometimes. They get in sometimes and they're like, oh, well, he said he'd do it cheaper, so I'll go get in with him. In fact, just get in with him.
Well, I'm doing that with internet companies here, but, so it's...
Well, that's fair enough, because, you pay a lot for internet anyway, don't you? Good evening, Connor. Connor the Spanner. The Prosecco cowboy has arrived. Nobody can chuck him out either, because he's already got a spanner.
Yeah.
It's the only place that he's safe. Everywhere else he goes, he gets timed out every minute. Somebody was really after him the other day, timed him out for about 4 days. You're more than welcome, Rambo. It is a bit random, to be honest. We can't choose who gets it, because otherwise, to be honest, Addy would have got one instead of Tabitha. But they just...
I think the daughter should have had one.
Well, yeah, maybe. It makes you wonder sometimes where... because you never interact with these people. But I suppose there's like nearly 1,300 of them now. Brokeback Connor. Connor is that, you drink some.
Chat. I saw that in somebody's chat the other day, too.
That was funny. I pinched that one last week where other Sean was in, and it was somebody else's chat that we're reading through, and he goes, it's that Sean. No, it's not that Sean, it's the other Sean. I thought it was brilliant. I don't know. Well, I've had... I was in business 28 years this week. So I started 1st of March 1996, which just happened to be a Friday, just the same as this year. So every now and again, it does come around on the same day. So I've been in business 28 years, although I've been driving cabs for 32. Now, you can't choose who gets them. It's random. You just press the thing and it does it. There was one particular time we did it, and most of the people that got it, we didn't even know. It doesn't pay to do it too often. You get 10 a month. And I suppose that YouTube are hoping by giving them away that when you get to the end of it, the benefits are so vast that you want to stay for another month. But sadly, I never think of anything to put on the membership one. We maybe ought to do a members-only live stream, but I don't know how many members there is, to be honest, now.
Yeah, you've got 20-some years here. I'm coming up later this month on the 21st. I will have 69 years on Earth.
Really? When's that?
21st.
21st of March. I'll be in... that's a Friday, isn't it? No?
I think it's
Thursday.
Wednesday or something, maybe. I don't know.
I'm going
it's
to...
Thursday. Yeah, it's a Thursday.
Yeah, I'm going to... I'm flying to Den Haag on the 21st for a few days. Let's have a look. So I met up with a female friend of mine, to which she turned to me and said, "Oh, there's a new pub to go to. They do happy hour and they do Prosecco on offer. It'll be good for you, surely," she said. So she's been watching it as well. She's been watching the internet. I'm not a fan of Prosecco. I've tried. It's real dry. It's awful. Hey, did I show you this the other week?
Kangaroo game jerky.
Game jerky, kangaroo. It's nice. She brought me 2 packs back. Lovely.
Is it actual kangaroo or?
Oh yeah, came from Australia. Louise brought it back. Yeah, she said I didn't know what to bring you. Cloud Chucker's 50 next month. If it's
you youngster,
you
55 last week for Birdman, but it says Birdman 69, but he's 55. That's that.
So he was born in 69.
Don't be in 69.
You know, I don't know what's happened to those glasses wipes, but they're not particularly good. I did them on Benny's last night, and I think it's a different pair. I brought the wrong pair up. There's only worse, especially with readers, because I don't know. I need to go get my eyes tested. I keep saying it every week. No, she's just aware of the numerous counts of blind bullying. So, sorry, character building. Yeah, that's what it came from Perth. All the way from Perth.
Yeah,
You'll
Birdman
probably
says kangaroo meat is delicious.
Yeah, it is. I had a kangaroo steak, product of Australia. She brought it back in the suitcase from Perth, where they were. She said it's not a really place. Wasn't really a place to buy presents for because it was a residential sort of area where people just lived. So it wasn't like it was a resort or anything like that. I said, well, I didn't actually want anything in
a
there.
house if it's a residential area. Yeah.
Yeah, it could have done. Yeah, man, I'm not going over there. You can't vape.
No, but you could have just brought the house up to you, brought it back in her carry-on on the luggage,
I'm 58 this year, John. The life seems to disappear all of a sudden. You start thinking, bloody hell. My brother was 60 last year, and the youngest brother, I think he's coming up 47, 48.
When you listen to Pink Floyd Time, it has a lot more meaning, and it had meaning when I heard it the first time, but it has a lot more now.
Yeah, my dad's always said when they start going out your stable, and you've got friends when you think, oh, I can't go see him anymore because he's passed away. A friend of mine died yesterday. Like I used to work with. The last time I saw him was at my brother's 60th, and I didn't know he was poorly at the time. He got cancer. He lasted 2 years. It took him yesterday. It's an awful, awful disease.
That's the thing is I golf with a lot of older guys, and they, basically there was about 120 of us that played over at Lone Oak when I used to golf over there, but we were all 60 and above, and that's been, we haven't golfed over there now for about 4 years, and we had golfed over there for a while, so now, and they're playing up in Lexington, and so basically every once in a while you get an email that's not put out on the day to let you know tomorrow we're going to start at whatever, who died?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I became 57 in January. I was 57 in November. I think the age, they say age is just a number and stuff like that. I don't.
It is because in your mind, you don't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like I don't ever wake up and think, damn, I'm old. I mean, I wake up and think, shit, I hurt, but I don't wake up and think, damn, I'm old.
For me, really, because I've got a bit of weight and I'm not massive, but I've got a bit of weight and I'm a big bloke anyway. It's things like kneeling down. That hurts.
Yeah.
Especially because
that's why I stopped praying.
Yes. Every now and again, our Sky, which is plugged into the wall, it'll start playing up and it needs a hard reset. And the only way to do it is to unplug it. So you've got to kneel on the floor, put your arm underneath where the television is, and it seems about 4 miles away, and all of a sudden you just go click and you think, hallelujah.
Yeah. And then you're like, now I got to get up.
I'm not so bad at it. It's the pain in my knees because we actually had that clipped together flooring. We ain't got any carpet in the front room. And it's a wooden floor. And oh, my days. But then you have to sit there for a minute before you turn it back on again. And you think, bloody hell. Thankfully, it doesn't do it as often as it used to do. It used to be a regular thing. You're all right, Connie. You can put that back in. There's no problem, mate. Absolutely no problem whatsoever. Cancer used to be a death sentence as soon as you heard it. But in many, many, many cases now, it's not. And people will live a long and happy life.
Well, my mom, even in the 60s, she had breast taken off.
Yeah.
Basically, and that was back when, it was really hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
And she lived until 2011. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was almost another 50 years after that.
That's unbelievable, isn't it? We hope the same for Lou, but sadly it didn't happen for her. But come and do my job, Mick. Changing earth-moving machine tyres, yeah. I'll tell you what, I won't want to have a fight with you. That is, I used to work in that industry until a lot of years ago, and everything's big and heavy.
Yeah, I was going to say, if it's those, I don't think he reaches up and grabs them, pulls them off, sets it over here, reaches over, grabs the other one, and puts it up. I think you have to have a little help lifting them son of a fuck.
It just depends. It just depends how big they are.
I'm not saying it's still just simple as hell, but I'm saying I don't think they literally pick them up by hand. They're huge. If things are bigger than my house.
If it's a massive, but these were smaller than that. These would be probably that height, so they'd be about 6 foot tall. And they actually did put them on. They put them back on with 2 big rings at the front of them. But they were only 25-ton payload. I think they weighed about 40-something ton. But you're on about them. I presume where Birdman is, because it's a lot of gold mining out there. They're absolutely enormous, aren't they? As big as a bloody block of flats.
Shrek.
Hey up, Shrek, how you doing? We love you. Quick Bobby, innit?
Yeah, hell, I have a hard time. I'm thinking I couldn't even change mine because we're 17 inch. I might be able to get a 13 inch on the car now, but I don't think I can do a 17 inch tire.
I got a puncture, and it was raining, and I'm sat in the car thinking, I've got to change it. I've got to change it. And then I thought, grab up and get out and do it. So I'm just lucky I was outside the house. So I come back and got my coat on, and I had it changed in no time at all. But you get that used to people. I mean, I used to wash my own cars, never used to take them to a car wash or anything like that.
Yeah.
I used to love doing that. I used to polish them. I had one particular little
same here
red car. I was really
all that shit that you enjoy doing. You just now it hurts.
Yeah, but I think you just stopped doing it, didn't you?
I got those new tires on my car, and then I went out the other day and I got in the vehicle and I started to take off, and I got maybe 10 feet, and I'm like, something's going on with the back right tire. And I mean, it is like not right. And I'm looking, and I don't have my little light on saying the air pressure's down. I'm thinking, what the hell? So I get out and I go over there. Well, I've got gravel in that part of my driveway over there.
Yeah.
And where they're new tires, all that gravel just stuck to the bottom of the tire. And I just had to literally take my hand and scrape the gravel off the tire and then take off down the road.
One thing I've noticed this year, I haven't noticed it before, but I've noticed it a couple of times this year, is we've had really heavy rain, and when you've been going through fairly, reasonably deep puddles, the next day you'll be driving down the road and you can hear this scraping noise. You think, what the hell's that? And it's grit getting stuck in between the back plate, at the back of the back plate, and as the wheels are going round, it's going.
Yeah. The heaviest tire I changed is 1,400 kilograms.
I don't know what that is.
I'm a pounds guy. I have no clue.
Can we have that in tons, please?
Yeah.
Can somebody Google that, please?
Yeah. Can someone convert 1,400 kilograms to something the old bastard from the U.S. can understand?
Well, I'm a bit the same, because, we're still thinking in tons, and that type of thing, but...
yeah.
Is it? That must be. I don't know.
But it sounds, that sounds like a lot,
Is 1,000 kilograms a metric ton?
3,000 pounds. Okay.
So what's that then?
Damn.
What's that in stones?
1,400 kilograms is 3,000 pounds.
Yeah. I just don't know what that is in stones now. I could Google it, by the way.
But you don't pick 3,000 pounds up by hand, right?
Well, you manipulate it, wouldn't you?
You're going to have to manipulate. You're not going to lift 3,000 pounds.
I watch a lot of stuff about the... Yeah, it is Mick. Right. Thanks for your hopes. Roughly equates to fucking heavy. Good evening, Matt Polly. We love you. 1 pound. Oh, God, it's just getting
well,
worse.
that helps a lot. Now I got to convert 454 grams into kilograms. It's still not going to help there, believe me.
I'm going to do it myself, thank you. What? It'd be easy not to mess about with the pounds. What was it? 1,400 kilograms.
210 stones. Says Cloud Trucker says he asked Alexander.
1 mile is 1.26 kilometers. That's a big help.
Yeah, it is screwy. I'll tell you what. It's like I don't really know. The units of measure are just so wacky. That should be universal.
Yeah, it should be. Well, we went to the metric system. You can understand the metric system in a lot of ways, because 10 of this is that and 1,000 of this is that.
Right. It's all on tens. We're not. We're on like 12 inches or 16 ounces. And so none of our shit matches. It's, I said, they tried in the 70s, but everybody's like, no.
It's 1.5 tons. Yeah, it's 1.5 tons, so that is big.
Yeah.
Still change truck
that's
size
a ton
by
and a half. A ton is 2,000, and 3,000 would be a ton and a half. Yeah.
That's what it is. Still change truck size by 220 pounds each. Yeah. What? Where do you work then, Birdman? Is it gold mining, or is it some sort of mine that you're doing, or is it for a company that does tyres that go onto the mines? Or the answer will be here next week in Soap. If Johnny has 10 apples and sadly eats 3 apples, why is Nigel only interested in Sally's pear? Yeah, you could have. You've won for this evening. What's Connor on about? You have to watch Connor because he's got a really good sense of humour, and it spoils him sometimes. Who needs a gym when you can do that?
He's
yeah,
talking
exactly.
About who needs, because Birdman says he changes 220 pounds tires.
That's the truth. Who needs a gym? That was the civil construction.
Well, didn't the gyms, a lot of them used to have tires that you could lift up and flip and all that shit?
They still do. It's not like the glamour gyms, is it? That's like that. They have some people around here. Yeah, I used to work for over here they call them a plant hire company. Basically, they had the machinery and it used to get hired out with the driver to different building sites. The heaviest thing
I lift is 221 700s on a.
To be honest, this Legends are getting a bit heavy.
Well, it is compared to the Garbiter.
Mother-in-law is so heavy. Mother-in-law, she's a big woman. Got a job at Heathrow, kickstarting jumbo jets. Hope she's not watching. Yeah, 5'8", 11 stone. Yeah, but I bet you're.
Buff.
I bet you're buff. Yeah, I bet you. When I used to work on rock crushers, and you used to be spending your time getting the stuff out of the jaws when it got stuck. I used to actually have a six-pack, and I'd never, ever been to a gym. Yeah, I've got a friend called Jim. I once went to a gym. Found it really boring.
Pick up a 12-pack, but never had a 6-pack.
Yeah, I did.
Well, I've had a few 6-packs. But, basically, that's pretty much, why buy 6? It's not, you're just going to make another trip. So
that's what I tell everybody when they go into the shop to buy beer on the way home. They'll say, I'm just going to pop in here and get 4 cans. I said, get 8. Said, why would I want 8? I says, because when you've had the 4 and you want another 4, you're going to go, I'll drive down. I've only had 4. And I says, that's how people get done for drink driving. Yeah. They went, I'd never thought of that. So it's true. Most people get done for drink driving going back to the off licence because they didn't buy enough the first time. The secret of being a good drinker is being prepared.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, it's anything. I mean, that's why I take 2 mods with me. It's because in case one breaks, you've got...
Well, that's right, yeah.
Or in case one gets nicked.
I
had that happen. I took 3,
you got stolen,
but I still had 2 left. Yeah.
Well, so that I've been riding around thinking I only take one. If I get stuck, I'll be able to just pop in and get a disposable. And then abandon them.
I tried that, but the problem is they taste like crap because they've all got coolant in them.
Yeah, well, that's right, but it'd be better. See, the nearest and finest gym near me is a Golden M as a logo. I aim to get 6 max. Wait, no. No, a 6-pack. You're not supposed to eat 6 Big Macs. Right, I've finished building 8 burrow tanks now. You have my undivided attention.
I still have not done a burrow tank. I have, and I basically, I don't know. I just, I don't own, I've never had, and I've never really...
To me, to be honest, I'm not a massive fan of short drip tips, and they all seem to have really stubby drip tips, and it just doesn't do it for me.
Well, aren't they... Can't you just put a bigger one on?
Or I suppose you could.
Just proprietary.
Well, no, I presume they're not really, but it's just that's got a hell of a drip tip. Look at that.
Yeah. So I don't mind something like that. That's nice.
That's all right.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's right. That's about the shortest one I've got. That's fairly short.
I don't like the real long ones in the 510s or the 810s. I like them shorter there. But I don't want one that stands up that tall.
No, I don't. So it is nice, that Posh Vape View. Yeah, I'm telling you, when I did, I nearly got into the Hall of Fame on John's show the other day, and there was a biased group of casters in there that didn't vote for me, so that was the end of that. I put a longer 510 drip tips on, but the flavour gets muted. Never thought of that. This seems to be good. I mean, normally with a tall tank like that, I think these must be 4 mil or something like that. But the good thing is, in the mouth to lung, you only have to fill it up about once every 5 hours.
Yeah, I think if you're doing mouth to lung, a longer one doesn't, really doesn't bother it a whole lot. But if you're, trying to, and I'm not really a big mouth to lung guy,
It's a decent vape, that.
Actually, I probably am. I probably vape direct lung stuff, mouth to lung, but who knows? Because if you just take it in your mouth and, and then back out, then you're still mouth to lunging, but you're mouth to lunging a direct lung unit.
The idea of a mouth to lung is you do it like you did a cigarette. I've just got the Stubby 21 X-ray, and it's a good bit of kit, in my opinion. They do look nice.
I just don't want to be known as the guy who has a stubby. That's all.
The one on my Stubby 21 is a good one. However, the one on my Stubby 18 feels like I'm vaping the actual mod. Yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want to do. I suppose maybe if I get to the expo and somebody's on one, I might ask them if I can have a go, to be honest, because I don't know what the experience would be like at all. And there's some of them that seem, there's some beautiful looking devices. Pugs bought one and it was absolute fortune, but it looked gorgeous. Aesthetically, it looked absolutely beautiful. And I'm a big, the tank was on the top, I think, from what I can remember. It was a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Says, I was looking on Rainbow Vapes earlier today. You can spend hours flicking. That's the same thing if you're picking your nose. You can spend hours flicking.
I tell you what, if you want to get into that Mullenbury, if you're a mixer, I presume you're a mixer, that's why you've been on there, but I had a bit of a spree on there last night, and by the time I come off, I'd bought an awful lot of concentrates, and the bill was £22.
I stopped pretty much adding concentrates. I've got the ones I know I like. I've got the ones I know I like, and I vape those, and I've got a ton of others sitting here that I'm thinking, I don't remember the last time I opened that bottle. And there's some of them sitting here, I'm like, did I ever open that bottle?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've got them because I'm trying to build up a bit more of a stash. I bought some more storage the other day, so I've took all the bottles off here. I've actually got my Egyptian stuff on there. Look, there's the cat, and the is it a Colosseum they call it? These are actually bought off local traders in Egypt. These. Okay. I picked it up yesterday and it was completely covered in VG. It was absolutely disgusting, so I had to go and wash it. They were, originally, when we came back, they're years old. Well, not thousands of years old, but they're actually like 15 years old. And we had them in the front room, but then obviously if you change things, they come out. So they ended up here in storage, and then when I took the room over, they ended up in that window ledge, and they've been there ever since.
Watch the Wednesday night show, Hedgie. They'll help you out big time there.
Can you remember these? Got that beastie tabletop
lighter.
It's a tabletop cigarette lighter, petrol one.
Yeah, petrol. I remember the the butane ones.
Yeah, we've had butane.
You could light them son of a bucks in a hurricane, but you couldn't refill them. You could buy the thing and you could stick it in there and you could but it would never work. You just.
Well, they used to sell them in the end as they used to sell them with attachments on them. I know the clippers. Did you used to have the plastic clipper lighters? They were a massive thing over here. Everybody had one, and
basically like the Bics.
Yeah, but these were refillable. So it's probably the same thing. They probably are the same thing.
No, they weren't.
No, these were the refillable ones. They were
just the Bics were all just disposables. Yeah.
At the bottom, they were round, and then they used to go as they started to go up, they used to a bit taper off, and that was the bit as you clipped it. Yeah. That was where the gas bit went onto. Everybody had them.
Zippos, but that's the only thing I ever refilled. Yeah.
Petrol, it'll cost you more to light it. Yeah, well, yeah. 15 years in smoke years and 15,000 years old. You're still a trainee vapor. It's a good time. Yeah, but look at Benny's show. And you really need to go into, if you got a few concentrates that you think you might like, get into a Zoom room with somebody that mix, you'll be mixing in no time. It's not rocket science, but if you listen to somebody who's a really experienced mixer, when they start putting little drops of this in and drops of that because it's bringing such and such a flavour out, if you just want to vape, I mean, you can put 3 things in a bottle and it'd be absolutely fantastic. Obviously, it depends what you like to vape, but it probably wouldn't be a massively bad idea, because if they're on about putting tax on this, that, and the other, to have a little look. I've got loads of Zippos, Mac. I've got one that my daughter bought me years and years ago. I've got brass ones and all sorts of things. I don't even know where they are now, to be honest. They'll be in a drawer somewhere. It's weird. I used to love stuff like that, but I wouldn't thank you for one now.
Yeah, Hedgie, if you're not, which I'm assuming you probably are, but if you're not on Benny's channel.
Yeah, put it in.
Oh, wait, I think that's your channel again. I didn't get it.
Gary, how you doing? Nice to see you. Hey, Mick, did you clean your... No, I ain't done it yet. No. That's what I could have done today. I'm waiting for Vic to put it... He's going to do a video on it to how to get your monitor apart, so I'm waiting for Vic to do it. I want to get in there and get that bloody VG out of it. I nearly threw it away as well. I might have saved myself a load of money. I'm a dripper of bits and bats while mixing. Contact me, yeah. Yeah, all day, every day. Get in touch with him. We'll give you his personal phone number. And if you have any problems, even if it's 3 a.m., you give him a ring. Yeah, 5.5 years. I've only been, I think 8. I've just come up 8. 2016, so 8 years. I'm at the stage now where cigarettes just smell absolutely disgusting, and I couldn't be bothered to have another one.
I ain't done it yet. 5 years. Yeah. 5 years this June.
Is that all? Have you only been vaping a year since before we met?
2019. Well, as far as strictly vaping, I dual use from about, it's been 10 years probably for dual use, but I dual use for probably 5 years. Yeah.
Do you have a fancy
cigarette? I don't
cigarette?
consider myself, I wasn't off of cigarettes until 5 years ago. Put it that way. I've been vaping for 10 years, but I didn't stop smoking till 5 years ago.
Well, technically, I think it would probably be since I had my last cigarette. I got down to one a year.
Duh, cloud jumper.
Yeah, probably. It's probably mine. The habit and the thing. Oh no, this one. Ooh, I love that one.
The Garbiter on mine. It's without a doubt. Yeah.
I suppose you've got to go through different things, haven't you? Because favourite mech's probably that one. I love the Purges as well.
Favorite mech would be the Keen. Yeah.
Yeah.
And favorite sub-ohm tank would be the P. Yeah.
Favorite sub-ohm tank, the I-tank from whoever makes that. Vapresso, is it? Vapresso.
My favorite mouth to lung is Mick's least favorite mouth to lung. So.
What the
Arbiter Solo?
Yeah, I didn't like it still.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, Mike, when you've got a varied collection. I mean, I've been using that engine mouth to lung now for probably 5 years, and I use it day in, day out.
That's
Benny
it
Vapes
right there.
Yeah, click
right
on
above
that.
where I just put in there, Hedge, right here.
It does
Click on this, and that will get you to there. And it's on Wednesdays.
It does 2 shows a week. It does the Northern Union Vape Show on
Sunday and mixing show on Wednesday. And then every now and then he puts out some kind of a juice review that you can't trust because he can't taste
something
cream.
that's not in it.
He thinks banana tastes like mango. He has no idea. Yeah.
He always said, I can't taste any cream in this. Well, that's funny. It's a tobacco. All right.
Yeah.
Go after anyone just keeps going. I've got 2. Yeah, I've got two guards.
I've got 3, and
one of mine's faulty.
I haven't had a problem. I haven't. I've got 3 of them. Had them for a while. 3 with the Arbiters and the Gurs, the Garbiter, and so far, no problem out of them at all. Yeah.
It should work for you. Just click on it. Go after anyone just keeps going. I've got 2.
Well,
you put the wrong one on. You put the wrong one in.
Type this in your YouTube.
You've put us in. That's why.
Did I?
You put one of our videos in
probably so.
Try again.
Probably so. Yeah. Just type that in your YouTube search and it'll bring it up. See, I've got the UK e-liquid mixing show, but it keeps coming up even when I do it.
Come on, Shrek lad. Square him up. There you go. Connor's done it for you.
Yeah.
There you
for some reason, it kept picking up the Mick Beaver's channel.
Because you haven't clicked on it right then, have you? You haven't copied it.
Yeah. Either that or just click the link right above what you just said there, Edge. Yeah. Wednesday night, same time as this show. 5 minutes later because Benny starts at 4:05 or 9:05
yeah.
time.
Connor's just put the link in. If you click on that one of Connor's, if you click on that other one, that'll take you through to a Discord server that's open and available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So if you need to go on, there's a video chat in there as well. You can go into a video room, and that's our version of an after show. And you never know, if there's enough people in there, we might even pop in. And there's also
I probably won't because I don't think I remember how to get in. Get in first time.
It's quite easy. You just click on that link.
We were trying to do Facebook, Discord, YouTube, and something else at the same time, and we were like in one place, and somebody else would talk here, and we were trying to figure out what was going on there.
That was brilliant. That was what was that app called?
That was me, you, Graham, and
we had Disco in there, and Hooked on Funk was in.
Yeah, Hooked on Funk was in them. Yeah, we were trying to. It was that was because it'd be like, well, where's he? I don't know. We can't get in.
Yeah. It was I can't think what it was, but it let you multi-stream to loads of different places. You could actually go on to Twitter or something as well, couldn't you? Through a thing.
Yeah.
Hello, Rambo.
I think and then Twitch and whatever else, and there's just too many out there.
Well, we worked out in the end. Now, where's my bourbon? I've got some JD and Coke here, but it's a Mullenbury one. It's non-alcoholic. Mick, do you pop in there after the show, or do you stay in Zoom away from the chaos? Well, to be honest, I only get a chance to talk to Bill once a week, so we just have an hour in the Zoom. And that's why we stopped doing it, because it did get a bit chaotic, and I didn't get a chance to have a word with him. Because this is about the only night I get a chance to speak to him, because he's a professional golfer and I'm a professional cab driver. Yeah. So we don't get much chance for a chat.
I see you live every now and then, but it's usually what'll happen is it's like you time it. I'll be back here, I'll be on the computer, and then I'll get up and I'll go out and do breakfast or whatever else, and I'll come back and I'll sit down, I'll turn my computer on, and it'll be like, Mick Beavers went live 38 minutes ago. Now I look, and it's like you left 3 minutes before I got back.
I'm loving the Eagle Rare. What's that? Is that a bourbon, Eagle Rare?
Is that an RTA?
I don't know. It was on about bourbon before.
He said something about an RTA, and he said something about a bourbon. So I'm assuming the Eagle Rare is either an RTA or a bourbon, or maybe it's an RTA with bourbon in it.
Professional Royd, you big fucking Royd, you. No, he's a professional golfer, dear. I've had a bit of a change round anyway. I've had to. I've got it in my mind again that I'm going to be a YouTuber of different things. So I've took the late night vape show down and put no stupid people back up, and took sort of vape related stuff down. So, but I'll still be doing this when I'm a millionaire YouTuber, doing other things. I'll still be doing this show. Oh, it's bourbon. Yeah, I've not tried that. I
was hoping he was going to quit.
No, I'm not going to quit. We've done about that before. I says, well, I'm not bothered if you're not. You went, no, I actually enjoy doing it. Like Mick's lunchtime live today. Missed it due to school run. Yeah, wanting lunchtime.
I think he looks ahead of time and sees who's around. If the right people are on, but the people he don't want to see aren't, then he goes live. That's how he does it.
Well, I don't like people to watch me, so I do it when everybody's at work.
Yeah, it's a good thing.
I got Big D in the other day. I actually got Big D vapes in. He was telling me about what he's up to. He's looking for a license to supply green things.
Oh.
I'll not say too much about it.
Yeah.
I found the card reader vid oddly interesting. Well, yeah. The thing is that they've got masses of views.
20,000 other people.
Yeah. I put one of them up because mine broke, and the amount of shit I got on about that. But then when you look back 2 years later, they've obviously all packed up, or some, people have had the same problem, and it's gotten to 200 thumbs up. So it's happened to a lot more people. But when it first happened, I just imagined that I'd been hacked, or somebody's card had done it, wrecked the thing, and then you're like, oh, is all the money gone out of the account? And it doesn't. It just turns out that there's thing in there, and if you keep dropping it into the bottom of a plastic bin, eventually it will break. Anyway, people, you've had your hour. That's it. That's all we've got for you today. You're out having lunch. It was 2 o'clock. Right? Yeah, we're here next week, definitely. Yeah. I'm away Thursday till Sunday. 23rd? So yeah, but I'll be back on the Sunday. So chances are we'll be on that week as well. But it depends how rough I am, because it'll be a 3-day bender, so I might not fancy it. Anyway, thank you so much for coming over and watching these things that we do. And if you're a member, we love you. And if you've got a free membership, if you fancy it, it's £1.99 a month at the end of it, and you can carry on being a member. All that we look for is the support in the channel, because the Zoom room's £15 a month, and it just pays for that. Oh, I'm just getting warmed up. I'm really sorry, Edgy. You'll have to nip over.
Save it for Wednesday, Edgy. You'll be all right. It's only a couple of days away.
If you click on that link at the top, you'll be able to go into Discord and have a talk to some of these people and see how they're getting on. Okay, catch you soon when I find the outro. Vape show end. That must be it. Catch you soon. Bye-bye.
Take care.